as you see, like everyone's talking about crypto. Crypto is the hot topic now, and we believe with the reason, of course. And many funds, from Andreessen Horowitz to other industry and technology leaders, are recognizing crypto and blockchain as the leading or the most important, most transformative technology, probably besides artificial intelligence at this point of time in the world, basically. And we are, of course, convinced that is the case. What we're seeing on the market side or on the prices side is not necessarily correlated with what is actually happening in the technology sector. When it comes to technology development, adoption, actually these things are quite uncorrelated. So we're seeing now, previously we have seen a lot of hype when it comes to prices. Some valuations probably got overblown a little bit. And I think this is normal. And in economy, you always have these cycles and ups and downs, bull markets and bear markets. And what we have seen with the collapse of Terra is probably or might be the Minsky moment for this cycle of crypto. And it is how it is. How can I say? Like, again, these cycles are probably normal for better or worse. And we just, at Polygon, personally, we are kind of not paying attention to the prices and to these cycles. We are laser focused on what we do on technology, how it is changing the people's lives, how we onboard more projects, more users. We are more strong than ever, and industry in general, including Polygon. We are super bullish when it comes to technology and adoption and long-term perspectives. But what we have seen with prices, again, it's not necessarily correlated. We have seen this unfortunate incident with Terra and now this downturn in prices, coupled with the uncertainty on the macro level that we're all seeing, might be some tough times ahead of us. And what is the most important really for us is we hope that there will be mechanisms for retail investors to become protected. That is what we generally are most concerned about.
Mihailo, you said it could be tough times ahead of us. Does that mean you think we're in a prolonged bear market, a new crypto winter? And if so, I mean, when do you see that, some of that pressure going away? When do you see a rally again?
It's really hard to say. Of course, I don't like to speculate, and I'm, first of all, technologist, and I'm not really good with predictions, but I only can predict, or I think I can predict long-term future. Long-term future is super bullish for crypto and the whole industry, like insanely bullish. Seeing and being kind of deeply into the trenches and seeing all the technology development that is happening and the adoption. And I'm coming now from this month, I've been to 5 conferences on top of all the work, the amount of people, the energy, the conversations we're having from everyone, from native Web3 sector to big enterprises. It's amazing. The level of activity is really amazing. It's completely, this whole conversation about prices, like it doesn't exist in this, like a parallel universe where people are just heads down, building, focused, building kind of.
But it's not just about prices, it's also about sentiment, right? You know, people looking at what happened with Terra USD and the whole stablecoin world, you know, that could affect investor sentiment in projects like yours and other projects too. So when you look at what happened with Terra USD, do you feel like the investors can say, well, look, okay, that was one example, that's not systemic, it's not something that's going to really dent confidence in the whole industry? Or do you think it has hurt confidence a little bit?
I don't think it can hurt confidence, especially in the long term. Everyone's going to get more careful in the medium and short term, which is very required. It was necessary. Market, in my personal opinion, became maybe a little bit irrational or maybe a little reckless to a certain extent. And when times like that come, a correction is normally needed and at the end of the day, healthy. But again, long term, I'm super bullish. I don't see any investor familiar with the industry, they necessarily see the level of activity that is happening on the ground. And at the end of the day, if you're an investor, you're at the end of the day looking at fundamentals. And fundamentals are super strong for the industry.